Story: Zulfi, the Queen of Cats. On the edge of an old city stood a forgotten neighborhood. There lived a little cat named Zulfi. Her eyes were emerald green, shining like wet leaves after rain. Her fur was thick and brown, and she walked with the calm pride of a queen. People lovingly called her Little Queen because Zulfi carried herself like true royalty. Zulfi's life was unlike other cats. She didn't wander the alleys looking for scraps. She lived in an old mansion that once belonged to a rich merchant, now abandoned and silent, filled only with echoes, a few birds, some rats, and Zulfi. Her days passed in long naps under broken windows, but when night arrived, her eyes glowed with life. She would step outside the rusty gate, roam through narrow streets, listen to the sounds of people sleeping, and watch the moon quietly. She was not afraid of the dark. She was a friend of the night. One night, when the moon was half full, Zulfi heard a faint meow. She raised her ears and followed the sound. Near a drain, she found a tiny kitten, dirty, trembling, and hungry. Without a word, she gently picked him up in her mouth, carried him to her mansion, laid him in her old basket, and wrapped herself around him to keep him warm. The sound she hummed was not just a purr, it was a lullaby of a mother. Days passed. The kitten grew stronger. Zulfi named him Chiku. Chiku was full of mischief, always pulling her tail, climbing on walls and chasing shadows. Zulfi would smile, though sometimes, when she looked up at the moon, her eyes filled with quiet sadness. "Son," she would say softly, "the world is not only about play. Out there are hunger, fear, and betrayal, but if you stay true and brave, you'll always win." Chiku didn't understand. He would just nod and continue playing. One day, a new cat entered the neighborhood, a huge black cat named Kalu. Kalu was cunning and cruel. He stole food from others, hunted more than he needed, and bullied every animal around. No cat dared to stand up to him. When Zulfi saw him, she only said, "Power never lasts forever. Time changes all things." Kalu laughed. "You're old, Zulfi. This world belongs to me now." From that day, fear spread. Kalu declared himself king of the alleys. Every cat had to bring him food or face his claws. Zulfi stayed silent, but a storm had begun inside her heart. Meanwhile, Chiku had grown up. He no longer stayed in the mansion. He wanted to explore, to see what lay beyond. Zulfi warned him, "My son, the night may look beautiful, but not every shadow is a friend." Chiku smiled. "Mother, I'm not afraid. I'm strong." That night, he went out. He never came back. Zulfi searched all night, on rooftops, in alleys, through drains, but found nothing,